In the midst of Chinese army military exercises, the blue team is utterly crushing the red team, but the latter still has a glimmer of hope. A squad of red fighters who have lost contact with headquarters has infiltrated deep into enemy territory. If they can locate the blue base and capture the scientist controlling their drones, they could lead their team to victory. Militaristic films and series about military training and exercises hold a special and quite honorable place in Chinese cinema, as they serve multiple purposes at once. On one hand, they demonstrate the might of the Chinese army. On another, they normalize service in the armed forces and boost its prestige. And on a third, they tell dramatic stories of growing up and coming of age. The protagonist of such stories undergoes a harsh transformation over months of service, reevaluating his ideals and turning into a real man, a patriot. Tiger Squad, however, stands somewhat apart from such projects because it doesn't really focus on service itself. We are thrown straight into the thick of the action and given the lay of the land. Our guys are the reds, the enemies are the blues. Shoot from here until lunch. Each member of the Tiger Squad is introduced with a separate title card stating their name and role in the squad. But the film goes no further than these introductory notes. We learn absolutely nothing about them as characters. Even in the rare quiet moments, the characters discuss not their families, loved ones, or lives outside the service, as is customary in such films, but their immediate mission, like robots. And getting an audience to empathize with robots is, understandably, no easy task. The situation is complicated by the fact that Tiger Squad exists in a fictional world, a strange simulation of reality where we are constantly reminded that this is all just an exercise, yet they fight as if it were completely real. They shoot, throw grenades, blow up vehicles and houses. At the beginning of the film, there's even an explanatory title card, stating that all of this is, so to speak, artistic license, but that's easier said than believed. On one hand, we're sold the idea that a squad member sacrificing himself by staying behind to hold off the advancing enemies is a great dramatic event. On the other hand, you clearly understand that these very enemies won't actually do anything to him. At most, they might give him a smack on the head. So, what do we have? An action movie where everything is pretend, a thriller where no one is in any real danger, and a drama about characters whose only known traits are their names. It's not much, and on a purely emotional level, Tiger Squad is only superficially engaging. After all, we aren't even properly told why we should be rooting for the Reds in the first place. Just because they've always lost in previous exercises? On the other hand, for those who love action movies primarily for the running and shooting, Tiger Squad might be enjoyable. It's packed to the brim with that stuff. And in addition to the localized skirmishes, the film has plenty of large-scale scenes showcasing the Chinese army's military might. Most likely, these battle scenes were simply obtained from the relevant authorities for propaganda purposes, rather than shot specifically for the film. But that's beside the point. Those who are drawn to militaristic saber rattling will surely be impressed by them. As for people, unfortunately, there are no people here, only combat units.